on, make sure to subscribe. We want to thank our sponsors. Let's get right into this episode. Floyd fought Logan last night.
Chris, Tanner Fox. That is Tanner Fox.
Chris, put that live away. We're on it.
No, they think Kai's Tanner Fox.
This is Tanner Fox.
Wait, I think now we're live.
Wait, we're live now?
Yes, now we're live. I think.
Hold on, I can
I'm
leave.
trying to.
Oh yeah, we're live now.
Confirmed.
Okay, wait. Yeah, we're live, guys. If you guys did not see the beginning, our bookshelf completely fell over. It was screwed up. There's a lot going on. Welcome back. If you guys do not listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, go ahead and check us out at TheSync Podcast and make sure to subscribe. The merch is live at thesyncshop.com. Live podcast. Well, guys, welcome back to the second one.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Let's go.
We got Spencer here. How you doing, Spence?
I'm good. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course, man. Berkeley's right now in Arizona celebrating his birthday. Yeah, so Spencer's in here with us.
So I think we're just gonna start it out. We'd like to address a huge controversy that just happened in the
I
house.
don't know what's that.
Here, so if Chris does not interrupt me while I explain
Huge
this
shotgun in
story.
the room.
Yeah, just fucking the elephant in the room. So me and my good friend Maccabee, we just bought some air pistols. Right, they're pellet guns. They aren't toys by any means. They're we got some serious pistol play happening in the house. They aren't toys by any means. I come back. And
like gas-powered airsoft,
and I receive they shoot at 500 feet per second. So I don't know if anyone knows what that means. Doesn't feel too good if it hits you.
That's
so
500 FPS.
Ultimately, what happened? Is I come back and I receive word that Chris was just waving the gun around in the fucking living room,
stupid.
and then he goes, Chris, like right when I walk in, he goes, dude, can you tell Kyle that it wasn't even loaded? And I'm like, Chris, it literally was.
I knew
loaded.
it wasn't loaded. I didn't give a fuck.
No, it was loaded.
What, it was loaded?
Yes.
What the fuck you got?
Listen.
Yo, I checked it, dude. I checked it.
I checked it. Wait, you're telling me you checked it after and it had bullets in it?
No, I watched Maccabee load it before we left. If nobody dumped the clip, then it was fully loaded.
Okay, so
Wait,
first,
And then he.
What's up? Everyone's saying muted.
Oh my god.
yes.
We're not muted. We're naked.
Guys, I think we should skip the first story. I learned my lesson.
No, I hear it.
Okay, why are people saying muted in the chat?
People are just.
Oh, dude, you're getting fucking trolled.
Yeah.
He's got trolled.
Fuck you, Dark Chocolate fam and funny compilations.
Dark
you just got Lou Tibbs, man. All right, so because Chris was yelling the
A
entire
bit of an exaggeration. I wasn't waving around like a flag. Not that Kyle saw it, but like I'm just saying.
I'm
what
sitting
was
here,
told to
the
Kyle.
gun. I see the barrel at my face a couple times as it gets waved in front of me. I'm like, oh, that's not cool.
That would
Even
turn
if
me
it's
on.
loaded, it's an airsoft gun, but it's a BB gun.
So I was mistaken. I thought it was.
You're just an idiot. I mean, it's plain and
Let
simple.
me apologize. I sincerely apologize.
Okay,
Chris
thank
wouldn't
you.
apologize to us behind the scenes, by the way. It takes him to be on a live broadcast to apologize. That's what it takes.
First thought it wasn't loaded because I went outside to go to the arena and try it.
Chris.
And it wasn't shooting. So I was like, there's just no bullets in here. Smart bullets. And I said, okay,
Did you
fine.
say smart boy?
Smart.
But there's also something else very inherently wrong with that. That you took somebody else's gun out to shoot it without their permission at all, because I know you didn't ask him. You have no idea how it works because there was bullets in it. You just probably had the safety on.
The
So
safety
there's
was on from what I was told by Matt.
Wow, the plastic safety that could be broken by if you dropped the gun, the safety would probably break.
ultimately I knew this would happen. I don't know. Like
You
this
have
is
to get
why.
gun
This is
safe.
why you
Please
can't.
keep it in your room
Yeah,
with
this is why
you.
you. No, it's on my desk.
That's not a great place at all.
I don't
gotta
want. I
protect
don't want
yourself
any
somehow.
ops to catch me lacking. I'm always ready. I'm sending
That's
emails.
a fact. I
I'm
have
sending
to agree with
emails.
that one.
I just have like a little mirror on my phone. I just.
You just gotta keep it. You gotta have a child like safety. You gotta buy one of the child safety locks.
Yeah.
we have a gun safe for Chris.
I think we should all get one. And we should all be.
Dude, you were the last person that should own a weapon of any kind.
Okay, all right, we're over it. I'm not talking about it. I apologize. I admit it was dangerous. I'm not.
Speaking of also absolute weapons, you guys watched the fight last night?
That was crazy. Logan went 8 rounds. If you guys didn't watch it,
And got knocked.
and got knocked supposedly, and Floyd held him up to keep the fight going. But if you guys saw the fight, it went a while. Logan got some jabs on him. He did end up getting only 28 out of 205 jabs actually hit Floyd though, which is that's not ideal.
28.
I'm no mathematician, but that's not that great.
Yeah.
But so I watched this video, and Logan Paul, part of his training was that like bigger guys, when they're fighting smaller guys, they like learn to, if they're like they hug him, they put weight on the guy because it tires their legs out.
Oh, on the small guy. So that's why he was hugging him the entire time.
Well, small guy or just any size guy, when you hug them, you let your knees go kind of, and you put weight on them So then it just tires them out. And after you do it time and time again, the person ends up getting really tired from it. So I think that was partially kind of his tactic to kind of tire Floyd out. But I don't know. It did look like he was kind of schlepped on that one.
He was getting some BB bullets to the fucking stomach every time he hugged Floyd.
Yeah. No, it was intense. We were at the Pound, which is like some friends of ours, like Sean Does Magic lives there. Everyone was hyped. Like everyone wanted to see a knockout. It was a little disappointing at the end to see not like kind of go to nothing.
That's what I don't like about boxing so much is that there's not always a knockout. Like
this
UFC,
is just like fake boxing, though.
true. UFC though is like somebody like always just gets their shit fucked.
It's very true.
Dude, come out there with their nose concaved in.
Yeah.
You should put your.
No, I'm just keeping an eye on it. Luke, do you want to real quick
You
block
don't need to. We're just
the
having a
people
podcast.
spamming? No, I know, but we got to keep an eye on it too at the same time if it's rolling. But yeah, no, it was an intense like bout, I guess. But then at the end of it, like Floyd did the same thing he did to McGregor. But Ethan was saying this morning McGregor was definitely more aggressive and better than Logan was in the ring. I don't really remember it like that. I don't know why.
I think so too. I think it's just like Conor was faster, like and smaller than Logan, and he has like fighting experience.
Yeah.
Well, and Logan Paul was just so much bigger than him. Like he was literally so much bigger than Floyd. But like Floyd, I mean, he clearly is just a better boxer.
Compact and fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Floyd's like the greatest of all time. I mean,
Right, Kai?
It was 50-0. And it's 51-0 now. Fuck Jake Paul. I don't know how the fuck you can get like Logan winning out of that entire fight. But
Is that what Jake was saying?
yes, he said, "Oh, like my brother Logan won. Like he just beat the world's greatest boxer."
That's
It's
just
like-
him fishing for views, bro. I swear. Jake Paul will say
Okay,
the
shut
sky
up,
is
Jake
red.
Pauler.
Jake
Someone
Red.
else say something.
Dude, why you keep on calling him a Jake Pauler whenever we
Yeah,
film?
I'm
You-
not a Jake Pauler.
Because he told me a story about one time where his mom was watching the news and it was Jake Paul on there and she's like, "This is who you're watching on YouTube all the time." It was the news story where Jake Paul was on top of the news car.
yeah.
And then so I pieced some things together, did my investigation work, and I've come to the final conclusion that he was a Jake Pauler. He always defends Jake. He's always slobbing on his knob.
That's
Ridiculous.
true.
See, dude, this kid's
not
literally
true. That's if you look at all of our
You're just an
videos, it's
older
actually
Jake Pauler.
It's actually Berkeley that sucks on the Paul.
No, he's a low.
I still think that one of the best things ever is Berkeley. He's not here right now. I wonder if he's watching this. But Berkeley, one time, we went over to his house, and Berkeley had the ninja headband.
He bought the ninja headband.
Berkeley,
That's so epic.
We weren't like in like sixth grade because ninja wasn't around yet. Like we were seniors in high school.
No. This is like sophomore year.
No,
It was-
no,
don't give him
no.
too much.
Junior year.
Junior year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't at the house, but I heard of the story.
Yeah,
and I
so
was-
I'm like, no way, dude. You do not have this ninja headband. So we give him shit. We're like, he has like the ninja socks, ninja PSD underwear.
Ninja
He's like-
Adidas shoes.
dude, this kid was a full-blown ninja fan.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw his Instagram the other day, but when he went outside and was just like, "It's my birthday. Can I have a photo with Courage and the other
Tim the
Tap
Tap Man.
Tap
We went to
Man?"
Boa Steakhouse for Burke's birthday, and Tim the Tap Man and Courage was
funny.
sitting near us. FaZe Adapt sat near us too, and Burke
Next to
lost.
us.
Yeah,
Lonzo
table
Ball
next
was
to
in the
us.
building.
Lonzo Ball, but
Lonzo
Burke lost
Ball.
his shit.
Nate
when
Shot.
Nate Shot. That's who like Burke was freaking out about, right?
No, Tim the Tap Man and Courage was the two that he.
Yeah.
And
Those
what
are
happened? He
just
waited
my
for them.
buddies.
He
Yeah,
went to the
ninjas.
bathroom to go ask him for a picture or something. What happened?
No, he went outside and I was taking the photo and he like you could just intro with like, "Yo, dude, hey guys, like big fan. Like, can I get a photo?" But he's like, "Yo, what's up? It's my birthday today. Can I get a photo?"
It's like the kid that's too excited for the Red Robin people to like sing him happy birthday. He goes, "Hey, it's my birthday. Can you sing to me soon?"
And then he takes the candle, like it's like literally like this like firework candle, and like I don't know like what he was thinking, but he like tips it upside down, and all like the gunpowder from like the firework goes out like all over his cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, it's not food safe. Like Berkeley has
gross now.
Berkeley has
Still
lead.
munched it
He has
anyway,
lead
so-
poisoning now.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I was joking around with Burke that like when he put it on his story, he goes, "Thanks for the birthday." And I was like, dude, that has to be the most clear. Like, yo, guys, I went out to dinner with these guys.
Yeah, that's what, it really did look.
That's
like that.
what I feel like he made it seem like it was.
Oh,
or
yeah.
tried to, but in reality, we saw them. We went to the bathroom to stalk him.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I go back to the seat and he goes out with
Yeah.
Tyler to take a picture.
Wait, were you the one that said that you were pissing and then Tim the Tapman was in there?
No, Courage was, and I was just pissed. And I'm like, well, you can't like talk to somebody like, well, like they're peeing, like it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So I was just like, wash my hands. I'm like, yo, it's Jack, right? And then he's like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, like how you been? Anyways, small talk. It's kind of cool though.
It's pretty cool seeing streamers.
I was never into like the video game scene though. So like
No.
I did know him just from like because I used to like watch like
dabbled a little
Fortnite.
bit ninja here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, little ninja Fortnite stream here and there.
Yeah, there was a time when everyone was watching it, even if you didn't watch like too many video games.
Yeah, well, you just like jerk off, and then like afterwards, then you'd watch like Ninja stream. Like it's pretty like it's a good like post nut clarity.
Or
just
TSM. What's his name?
TSM Daquan.
TSM Daquan.
Myth.
Oh, he was fun. And Myth. TSM Myth.
I liked Myth and Daquan the most.
Who else?
Yeah.
Dude,
I stopped watching Myth after he lost his virginity. He switched up on the
I
gang.
stopped watching him when he lost in every fucking tournament ever. like
he lost so much.
Dude, he literally
all the
lost.
fall damage.
It literally was so.
He was not great.
Yeah.
He fell off in the Fortnite team. Well, it's because fucking 4-year-olds got way too good at that game.
Dude.
There was
He
4-year-olds that
fell
would
in
just
love
sit
with
at
that-
home.
He fell in love with that Poontang dude, or who was that girl that he? Pokey? Was it
Pokemon,
Was
bro.
Pokemon?
Wait, what
I
happened?
doubt
He
she
fucked-
gave him.
he
a-
fucked Pokemon?
Nah,
Fuck Pokemon?
No.
What was the
No,
story
they
there?
did. I heard.
No way.
I
didn't know
heard
that
that
did.
it happened.
Luke, can we get some check on that?
That'd be so
Someone
epic, bro.
told me that shit happened.
How
I
does
remember who told me
How
that?
is Luke gonna get a
That'd
check
be
on that?
so
Yeah,
fucking
can we
Like,
get
what's he gonna look
I
up?
was at-
Did
no, I was at,
TSM
like,
Myth fuck Pokemon?
I mean,
was at
yeah.
a
Like,
party.
get any other rumors
Get
about it?
confirmed. Like
I was
get
at a party
confirmation.
and someone told me this is allegedly. Okay, I'm just gonna say.
What party
allegedly.
was this?
It's some random FTB party or some shit.
Okay.
Someone told me that Pokemon is like the ho.
No
let me
way!
rephrase that, but like. Yeah, like the she sleeps around in the game. And
No,
like,
no, she
sleeps with
doesn't.
like every streamer.
I don't-
Allegedly.
I don't think that's the case, bro.
I do because I don't know, dude. Like, if you think about it, if you watched like all the stuff that was going on, like about like around then, she was like talking to like so many different streamer guys, and it just like I don't know, it kind of makes sense. Like, think about it, Kai. How the fuck would we know? Like what happens behind the scenes? Do you think people know half the things that happen here behind the scenes?
I
Like,
really fucking hope not.
exactly.
I
So it's like
really-
you gotta like
I
take
really
that
hope
into an
not.
account, and then like
Yeah.
the other stuff. But like allegedly, and I could just so see it. Like she like would stream with so many different like
That's
streamer
true.
guys, and like would
And
mess
dude, the
with all
gamer
of them.
guys gotta be like, you know, a very tight knit community, and there isn't that much like competition in there too. I mean, I'm saying like there is a lot of competition. I mean,
It's pretty much just who doesn't have BO.
Yeah, it's like
Who
who
doesn't have,
showers after their stream?
who doesn't have heinous BO?
Who has the most AdSense? Just how it is.
Who's getting the most sub
Seafood.
donos?
Yeah. God, no, it's okay. That's funny. I didn't think about that. I didn't know about that.
yeah.
It is weird to think about like what like the weird sex circles of LA are. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just like the weird because like
Do you know about this, Maccabee? You've lived here all your life. Like, are there weird sex circles in LA?
because so like I don't know like the best way to like to describe LA to like somebody who's moved here is that like there's people that like live in LA and then there's people that like move to LA that are then like just like they're kind of I don't know, we've kind of talked about it before. It's just like
explain those kind of people.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Isn't
Like,
that
it's
us?
like-
We're the ones that moved.
no,
up.
but like we actually have something like I don't know. I feel like we
moved here
like
for a reason.
we
Like,
semi have something going for us
Yeah.
other than like being like a 6 and then like somehow figuring out how to like kind of like make some money here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the toughest part is that none of us have like rock hard chiseled abs. And I think
None of
that's-
us. It's
No, but
crazy.
you
Or-
It's
guys-
kind of
good
nice
luck.
though. They just
No,
kinda,
it is nice.
It provides actual personality
we're
for like
all
people to like.
boyfriend material, so it's great. So like,
Except-
every girl loves coming over here. They feel
Except Kai.
comfortable.
That's
Actually,
true.
That
Kai,
is true.
Actually, Kai is dating someone.
Dude, every time Kai sees like girls walk in, he just instantly goes straight to his computer and starts editing something.
Yeah.
Not sure what it is. I'm like, Kai, we haven't like filmed in 3 days, and he's still he's like editing like.
Kai just goes and retreats. Kai, you see like his sweat just start dripping down his forehead, and he just runs away.
I see like 10 people walk in, and Kai just goes straight to his laptop and starts working.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
because
why?
it's because Kai's a faithful boyfriend to his girlfriend. So like he goes.
I don't
and
know about
what
that.
he does. He goes starts editing, and then he'll call her, and he'll be like, "Yo, like
No.
girls just pulled up, but like don't worry, I'm editing. Like I'm not even talking to them." And she's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much for being so
I have to do
faithful
the
to me."
10-minute check-ins, right? So it's every 10 minutes to say I'm not with a girl. It's all good. We're solid. And then she just checks it off on the Excel sheet, and we're good for the day. That's
It's
normal,
responsible.
right?
It's responsible.
It's responsible, yeah.
That is, I mean, at least
I-
you're keeping her up.
I love that your girlfriend sometimes pulls up in this tiny ass Fiat that she has to charge every time she shows
Actually,
up.
shouts-
in a
shouts-
massive shout out to her.
Shouts out because she lets me drive every car that she has.
I know.
And she has fun cars. So like she pulls up in this Porsche one time and I was like, "Yo, what are the odds like you let me drive your car?" She's like, "Oh yeah, of course you can. Just
What?
clip it.
What do you do?
Clip it. Chris just ripped ass. Clip it.
Clip it.
So but no,
She's
shout,
definitely watching.
shout out to Chris's girlfriend. She she will pull up in like these like really nice cars and she's like lets me go drive them. And the best thing is to like say like, oh yeah, don't do anything stupid in them. So it's like me and Chris sitting shotgun and she's in the back, throw this Porsche in manual, and then literally we're just doing 110 miles an hour down this fucking residential road. And like me and Chris are, oh my god, tops down, we're just fucking ripping. It's literally the most fun thing ever.
Yeah. Do you fart in front of her?
Dude, okay, there's guys. Answer this in the comments.
Have you shit in front of her yet?
Shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so.
You
But farting is a problem I have. Like, I feel bad for her. I crop dust her all the fucking time, and it's so loud.
I'm like,
so,
Chris, we're gonna go film.
potent.
You crop duster and leave the room.
It's just so potent. It's just like
It is
I feel so bad.
Chris's toots are like an old man's farts. They're just like they linger.
That it's a real relationship thing. Though. When's the first time you ripped ass in front of her?
Probably I mean, like, I'm not afraid to rip ass. Like, I feel like it's just a normal
we
human
know.
thing. And it's like you gotta just suppress your hole to like the frequency of the loudness.
I'm more of a. I put my finger.
That's the
I
point.
put my finger to meet the bubble, and then I just pop it.
Chris is a big fan of butthole suppression. Chris just gets his hand and just sits on it and then just
I feel
just
like
flutters
I
out
feel
the
like
fucking
it's
tube.
not rude, right? If it just smells, but it's rude if it's loud and smells.
I think it's way worse if it's no. There's just a lot of rude things about just like holding, like just farting in front of girls. It's just like not cool.
I like when you fart around a girl and you convince yourself that if she asks you, it wasn't you, even though it was. So you both know it was you.
Yeah.
It's just like that undetermined field.
Or you just blame it on
Or
her.
it is. So everyone here's had
What the fuck was that?
everyone here's had a girlfriend now, right?
Yeah.
When's the first time that you felt comfortable taking a shit with them in the room?
Yeah,
Because-
because you don't want to pause Game of Thrones. You want to shit while still watching the TV.
And think about it, like until you shit, like I don't know, after shower, like I don't know, if you both get ready, like you know, you just gotta fucking crank one out. Like the until then, you don't really ever shit in front of people.
Yeah.
Right? So like your shitting is like a very like personal time that like is like, you know, 10, 15 minutes if you're on your phone. Like, you know, like you take a it's not a personal time. When's the first time like you felt comfortable just shitting in front of a girl?
what?
And then it also brings up the point of like
Steamer.
if it's a shit that's just like a normal shit, or if it's one of the ones that's just like just gets weird.
So like, I feel like if you're at that stage with your girlfriend and you guys have seen each other and like gotta be in like the worst state or like even like completely naked or something, like you shitting on a toilet can't be that fucking bad. It's
It's just so
That's what
different
it's
though.
it's not awkward. I mean, fuck, because then
It's
you
one
smell
of
it
the-
after. That's the awkward part. When
And
you
it's-
smell it,
And it's
like-
one of the only things that you've been doing your entire life only by yourself.
yeah.
Do you remember when when Ryan was doing photos when Charlie Jordan was here and he came out of the bathroom and she went, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right there." And she walked in and I was like, "Ryan, did you shit?" And he goes, "No, but dude, I was about to. That would have been so embarrassing."
That's funny.
That's when it's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
That wasn't the only embarrassing thing that day.
I don't know. But I mean, shit's not supposed to smell good. You know, I wouldn't be embarrassed.
Wait, did you have a story or something? Or
It's
just say
more
like it's right when you smell it, right?
Yeah, it's when you
more
smell
just
it,
like
it's when
the
it's awkward.
action of you taking a shit. It's like it's just so you just feel like so subhuman. Like it's like you're just like all like cooped up on a toilet, and like you know you might drop some facial expressions, like you know
Just shriveled up. Just like
I'm so confused.
super vulnerable.
what's confusing.
I've never ever had the desire to shit in front of my girlfriend.
It's not the desire. It's the
You had to.
it's like if you've done it.
No, for me,
It doesn't,
I
like-
value my poops.
That's
And
what I'm
it's like-
saying.
yeah,
But
so it's
sometimes
like,
it's got to happen.
I've never had the situation where I've had to shit like that bad. I'll usually hold it in until, like, if I go to a girl's house, I won't poop there, cause fuck that. I'm like insecure about like if it smells bad, and then like, you ever seen Dumber and Dumber? Remember when the toilet's broken, bro? That's my biggest nightmare. Is like that shit like actually happening to me, cause I leave some mean dookies, like they're
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, man.
So it's like I don't want to.
Even if they have poopery, it's still like a dangerous game.
What?
Poopery? It's like
The shit you spray on the water.
Oh yeah.
That stuff saves lives.
yeah.
It does save lives.
So then
My mom gave me one of
it
those.
also brings you to the question the other way around. Have you ever had a girl over or like just you know poops?
I had her shit on me.
And the girl poops but maybe doesn't flush the toilet or something? Have you guys ever experienced that?
No.
And the secondhand embarrassment, like you just like walk in, you aren't expecting just a fat log to be in the toilet, and then turns out, boop, there's one. It's like,
I wonder what a girl shit looks like.
Same as a guy's shit.
I mean, dude,
Even guy very skinny. It has like it's curvy. Too.
I've never seen.
Chris would figure out how to like be like into like a girl's shit. Like,
No,
Chris
I'm-
is just like, oh my god, dude, that girl had literally the hottest shit ever.
Oh my
dude."
god.
Dude, I just like wonder how like what a girl shit looks like. You ever just walk in like?
Sure, you do wonder what.
I'm pretty sure butthole anatomy is pretty similar, like across the board. So I
Dude,
think
I'm telling you, my shits are different. This house is different.
Because all you eat is Chesters and fucking mac and cheese.
Bro, like literally, okay, so you got the solid ones, right there, and you got the fucking squirter one, the fucking yogurt machines,
Yeah.
and that one, those
All right,
ones are.
well, leave it to Chris.
Wait,
Leave
yeah.
it to Chris to fucking compare shit to a yogurt machine. There's literally no reason
Remember
for
that
that.
scene from Grown Ups 2 when the guy's trying to fix the ice cream machine and the shit's coming out the bottom?
Yeah, that is funny. That was funny.
Oh, yeah,
That was good times. I love that movie.
That was a great movie.
man.
Grown ups would have
Actually,
been
no,
so
that was
much better.
such a shitty movie.
What?
What? Come on.
Grown Ups 2?
Oh,
Grown-Ups
yeah.
Dude,
one.
was
Grown-
not that great, but it was still funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, this
They
is
had
something that's
great-
kind of funny.
they had
Don't
great
don't do as Kai did on this. But one time we were probably in 7th grade. No, we were like freshmen in high school, and Kai somehow got a bow and arrow.
Oh, I
Somehow,
remember that.
don't know how he figured that one
That
out,
was
but
good
Kai had a
times.
bow and arrow. We go over to Kai's house, and Kai goes, "Hey, you guys want to play like the game in Grown Ups where they shoot the arrow up in the air and you play chicken?" And we're
So
like-
you have the nerve to do that?
and we're like, "No,
But what? I'm not cool with you having a loaded gun pointed at my face? That's not the same thing, bro.
Whatever.
Okay, so pretty much what happens, Kai just draws this fucker back, and literally just lets it fly,
It's like straight up in the air.
and we're like all like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Oh shit! Who's gonna be like the last one here?" And we're like looking at it, you can't see it at all, and everybody like runs away, and then you can see like on like the grass of like the footmarks of like where we like all were standing, and it just goes, it just sticks right in the ground. Sketchy. I don't know. Don't ever do
Yeah,
that.
if you don't know the game, you have to stay in the circle as long as
Don't even
possible.
explain it.
Whoever leaves. Oh wait, because like you think these kids are gonna do
I
it?
know,
Dude, it's in the movie.
It's a fun game. Like I'm not telling them not to do it.
You would say it's in the movie, but like
I mean,
I've done
Sophie
it.
Dawsey does a lot of shit like that.
I've done it IRL. No, but this was like arrow at least 150 to like 150 feet up in the air.
A lot of
It,
velocity.
it reached terminal velocity on the way down, and it would have ended up in somebody's fucking lower intestine from the, from the top of
I
the
would
skull.
probably rather that than like not okay. I'll let Sophie do like Dawsey do it, but like if anybody else tried to do what she does, like with the apple off the head.
Oh, like she
those are real arrows.
bow and
it's
arrow with a
fast.
foot? She
Yeah,
like,
she
pulls
does
it back
with the
with
foot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would let her do that to you.
No, I'd rather do what you did than that.
Because theoretically, you can run away.
Yeah, exactly.
Theoretically,
There, you just sit there with your fucking hand.
unless
with
the,
the apple.
unless the arrow just has a fucking heat seeker on it.
Fucking what if Sophie
be
Dawsey has like a
damn
toe itch?
Imagine, so like imagine that went wrong,
I
was just
yeah.
thinking
Well,
and then it's just a fucking, it's just a Redmond High School.
One of those things where it just like happens and like people are just like, wow, that sucks, but like, what are we gonna do? Because they agreed to doing it, so it's like,
Yeah, but like imagine somebody just died. Like I mean that, like, why weren't we thinking like that?
there was a game that you could play that did that, but yeah,
Russian
that'd be
roulette.
really fucking devastating. Like, what if it's a live video, Sophie Dawson, and there's like a huge crowd, everyone's like, yeah, let's go.
dude, she did it on America's Got Talent. She shot the apple off the guy's head. Like imagine she shot him in the head.
Imagine it goes right through Nick Cannon's fucking dome.
His turban goes flying off.
His turban.
Nice.
He wears like the
does
fashion
that, yeah.
ones.
He was like on Wildin' Out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, with his third eye.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nick Cannon's had the most versatile career I've ever fucking seen.
And
Like,
versatile lineup of wives. Jesus Christ.
Wait, really? What's the thing with his wives?
He was married to Mariah Carey.
I mean, must I go on? Already, that's
Who
already
else?
enough.
He's
Luke,
married.
can we get who else
He's
is
married like 5 times, right?
really?
Dude, yes. Look at his baby mamas. His most recent one I saw on like a Complex thing, but she's smoking hot, and it was a Wildin' Out like side character.
There's
I
a
think.
Wildin' Out girl
It was
probably.
a girl from Wildin' Out that
Hopefully it
he
wasn't
got pregnant, and
Valentina.
I think it's a repetitive process, but that dude he doesn't miss. Like he just doesn't.
Wow.
Big time closer.
Big time closer.
is
Him.
Nick
yeah.
Cannon.
We were talking about this. Biggest closers in the game. Harry Jowsey, two-turn Tony.
They're massive
agree.
closers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like the ability of just like walking. It would just be so cool to just be in a place in your life where you have to decline sex.
That would be That's a two-turn Tony. Literally just
Like you
it's
just
crazy.
like imagine declining more sex than you're accepting. That's a cool ratio to have.
Spencer
You
was
feel
saying he's
cool.
batting what like 500. We think right? Like that's Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That's 550?
Tony's definitely batting 500.
Yeah,
How
like
many
are
times do you think he struck out? Probably like once or twice.
No, it just got to be more. Because if he's hitting that much, he's got to accept some rejection, right? Because that means he's got 90 to 99%. If we're looking at 50 to 60%.
Dude, a man with a riping blue chew addiction does not miss. That he must.
But that could go two ways because you could be very like not attractive in like a woman's eyes or like just really weird and still be addicted to blue chew. So like I mean anyone can be addicted to blue chew. It's just the matter of like if you have the
Well, how do you think he got addicted to it though?
you just do a lot of it. Like how do people get addicted to heroin? Like they like
I
it.
know, but like why would he have to do so much of the blue chew?
'Cause
Because he's
he's
fucking so much. You know
there
what I
we
mean?
go.
Or maybe he
Think
just likes
about
the
Sure,
feel
but like
of
there's
drinking.
alcoholics who don't party. Like you know what I mean? Like they're just drinking
Yeah,
alone.
but that's just like drinking alone.
But
Who-
do you
don't
really
take a
think
blue chew
Tony-
alone.
You think Tony's just
But no,
popping
that's what I'm
blue
saying.
chews alone at his house?
I mean,
At this point, maybe. But I'm saying previously, like, do you think that's how his addiction started? Him just popping blue chews? When he was telling us that he was fucking a girl every single goddamn night,
Yeah,
that
in New
man's
York,
body count's over 100.
so electric.
he said it was
I
like
can't even count that
180.
high.
It's probably like 200 now.
so electric. It's like it's just so cool. It's just so awesome.
It's crazy.
At that point, those numbers are so variable too.
That's true.
I think speaking of body counts and speaking how to up your body count potentially, we're going to give a huge thank you to one of our sponsors for today, which is Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs is an athletic short that everybody on the team wears and loves. They have like an underwear built in, so you don't even need to wear underwear with it. It just kind of cradles your balls super nicely. You can swim in them, you can run in them, you can literally do whatever you guys want in Bird Dog shorts. What's your experience been? Like, have you?
So previously, I've only had like one pair of Lululemon shorts that I wore all the time because they're the most comfortable. This is significantly cheaper, way more, just as comfortable actually because it's created by like the same engineers of Lululemon. They stole them and actually brought them to them. So it's a cheaper pair of shorts, just as comfortable. I actually fucking love it. I swim in them, I dry off in them, everything.
And they're up with like the style too. Like they have like the 5-inch, 6-inch inseams. Like Kai had like this
Inseams.
huge problem.
I
Like where
did.
Kai was literally repping below the knee inseams, and I was like, dude,
That's like 2005.
I cannot
It's
personally
fucked
be.
up.
I cannot be living in the same vicinity as someone who's rocking inseams that low. Like it was heinous. It was horrible. So
embarrassing
anyway,
to the
Bird
crew.
Dogs hit him up. They said like, hey Kai, let's inseam check you.
Let's make sure I'm okay. And guys, when you go to the beach and you see the people who have like the higher shorts, obviously you look at them with some envy, right? And you're like, oh wow, how do I get something that nice? And why am I stuck here with shorts below my knees? And this is how you fix that. You go to Bird Dogs.
Yeah, you literally go to birddogs.com. And so you guys thought the rubber clogs were a good giveaway. Listen to this. If you enter promo code TheSync on birddogs.com, they'll throw in a free whistle tip football. Remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? The footballs that you can literally throw a mile? Well, that's what you can get at birddogs.com. So go to birddogs.com and use code TheSync, and boom, a free whistle tip football with your pair of Bird Dogs. I promise you will not want to take these things off.
Let's go. Next, we want to thank Manscaped. Thank you so much, Manscaped. Manscaped is awesome. With Father's Day coming up, you know that we've been using Manscaped, the tools like the Lawnmower 4.0, to make sure we're trimming below the belt, shaving your nuts, making sure that you're not nicking your nuts when you shave. That's the most important thing, right? So when Father's Day is coming up, there's some perfect packs for your dads out there. Manscaped's the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming, and their brand new men's shaving tool just dropped right in times for Father's Day. So what you can get is the Step 1 Crop
Thanks, Daddy.
Exfoliator, infused with ingredients that can smooth, clear, and keep the skin on and around your groin feeling fresh, reducing the risk of ingrown hairs by your delicates. The next one is a crop gel. See where we're shaving with our unique clear shaving gel. Fuck you. And number 2, crop gel. See where you're shaving with your unique clear shaving gel just for your groin. Actually, that has been an awesome tool for us.
Where's your groin?
Yeah, your groin. It's taintish area.
Yeah.
And you put it on there. It makes it for a clean shave, and you don't have to worry about doing it dry.
Also, have you ever seen Blue Mountain State?
Yeah.
I think it's opening scene, first episode. He asked him like wherever he came from, and like the answer is you came from your daddy's balls. Yeah. So it's like you treat your dad, like treat the balls that you came from with some nice men's
is a
below the
perfect
waist,
analogy.
like men's below the waist grooming
Could
products.
not have said that better.
Yeah, the crop shaver is meant to shave the groin area with confidence. 3 precision blades, including the extra wide lubricating strips and pivoting heads for the ultimate groin grooming experience. Get 20% off plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/thesync. To get 20% off and free shipping, go to manscaped.com/thesync. It's honestly one of the best tools that we have, and it's how we stay clean down there. So yeah, thank you. Let's get back on the show. Woo! What is Chapin saying? Is there anybody asking us consistent questions?
Someone want to take me on a date?
They want you guys to talk about Logan and Floyd more.
More? Yeah. We got it. Dude,
Like, who won?
Who won?
Floyd Mayweather won that fucking fight. You can't tell me anything different. If you actually know boxing, if you actually watch boxing, you would know that was just like Logan did not win that fucking fight like at all. Maybe in the first round, because Floyd wasn't throwing anything back. But
Yeah.
that's how Floyd fights. So it's like first, second round, you expect him not to throw much back at him.
I think the way I look at it is the fact that the rules were made because it was all run by the Money Team Promotions, right? It was all run by Mayweather Promotions. So all the rules were created. They were created and curated from that. So I think the loss already came from the fact that it was an exhibition match, right? It wasn't a professional boxing match. So like that immediately declares no winner. So I think that Floyd kind of lost there because if he's so much better and if he like believes he can fully win, then the rules have been set for him to be able to actually win based off scoring.
I don't think they have an option though. If it's an exhibition, you can't
with different classes.
Yeah.
You legally can't.
Like they had a weigh in and it's like, who the fuck cares? Floyd's like 150 and he's like 190, right? So it's like 40 pounds off. It doesn't actually matter.
But you can set up an official boxing match however you want. I mean, that's like the great thing about boxing is like you can.
Is that how it works?
Those 2 weight classes.
How's it work?
Official.
For it to be sanctioned, you have to be fighting in a weight class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why it was an exhibition.
Oh, okay.
It's not a sanctioned fight under the gaming commission, under the boxing commission.
There you go.
Okay. If you guys didn't hear that, the boxing commission basically doesn't allow it because if weight classes don't exist, it can't actually be a sanctioned fight. Okay. That makes sense. No, Floyd definitely, I think, he took that. People were hoping for the knockout. I don't think Floyd was even going to be able to do it, though, even if he wanted to knock Logan out.
And he
That's
made,
kind of
what,
what.
50 fucking million guaranteed off this fight, and Logan made 250K. So it's like, yes, Floyd won that fight in every spectrum. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I heard their pay-per-view sales were dog shit.
because everyone streamed it.
Like I heard it was like worse than because like they haven't released official numbers yet. I heard it was worse than Askren and Jake Paul,
Really?
Fucked up.
Damn.
which is crazy
Because
because
Showtime was down because we bought it on Showtime. Well, Pound bought it on
Showtime
Showtime,
sucks.
then had to buy it somewhere else, right? What happened there?
so we bought it was streaming on Fanmeo and Showtime. We bought it on Showtime first, then we had to transfer to Fanmeo afterwards.
So Showtime was down. That probably had something to do with it. But if their numbers came out low, that destroys the entire credibility of how like Logan can sell a fight.
Yeah,
Right?
or
Yeah,
just
Dude, you could definitely. I think that a lot of people were watching the fight either way. So it's like the pay-per-view stuff like that. They run ads through the whole thing. They're not losing money, bro. Like a lot of people watch that shit. So I don't think like.
But you
it's not
have to
because
sell
Yeah, but you
pay-per-view.
gotta sell
You have
pay-per-views.
to sell pay-per-views. Like in order to make a bunch of money on a
I
fight.
don't think they sold pay-per-views because it was an official fight. That's my personal. It wasn't an official fight. Like if Mayweather, if he was gonna, I know that it wasn't possible. But say they're in the same weight class, they were fighting all that. Like if this was an official fight, like if Logan could have knocked out Mayweather and destroyed that 50-0 career, there would have been twice, if not quadruple, as many sales. Because it's like, dude, Logan Paul could actually fuck his career up. This match didn't really matter.
Because the
how I
boxing
feel.
fans.
Real boxing fans would watch that shit. Holy shit! Like I could watch. Like
You
me
can see
personally, I would-
Mayweather's record
yeah.
end.
Yeah, like you could watch one of the great, like the greatest boxer of all time, one of the greatest boxers of all time, lose his record to a YouTube boxer. That's why I think the selling point would have been. But then it was just like, oh, they're just fighting in an exhibition. This is all for money bullshit. They're like, why would anyone want to put money forth it? And all they do is talk about how much money they're gonna make off the fight. Everyone knows it's gonna
That
be
shit
rigged.
was whack, right?
Yeah, it's like why I personally would not have spent money on that fight. I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Watching fights for free throw is pretty awome.
It's
Awesome.
great.
That's
I
true.
love
Very
that.
true.
Thank God for the internet and
Yeah.
streaming services.
I know. Showtime, don't sue us. It was fucking Pound who bought it. That's what happened to Ace Racery. Triller tried to sue him
For what?
for illegally streaming it and saying that they. And
We
saying-
were legal.
No, I know we were, but I'm saying like just in saying like it's just weird how like they're actually going after YouTubers who talk about that.
Yeah,
man.
the person that we were watching the fight with paid for the fight. We were just in the same place as them watching the fight. So I mean, we did what.
Hey, bro. 8 rounds though, pretty impressive.
That's what I'm so I mean,
Yeah,
and
that was
so
pretty
that's why I think Logan won in a sense, which is he fought the best boxer in the world, which is like, you know, even getting in the ring with him is super cool. And then also he went 8 rounds with him, which everybody was kind of doubting. So I mean, I think that he won in that sense. I don't think he actually won the fight
I
though.
agree with that. I think that was crazy that he lasted 8 rounds. Like,
And also the sportsmanship afterwards was just awesome. Like, you know, like you don't, you know, you see him talk shit for so long, and then once people like respect each other at the end, and like Floyd, you know, I have my own personal opinions about Floyd, like, you know, and kind of like the type of person that he is. Like, you know, he was a good guy at the end. Like he you know, everything was cool.
It wouldn't have been cool if Jake Paul was like in that situation though, or even like in the ring during that.
Oh,
he would
yeah.
have probably grabbed his fucking hat again or ran off or some shit.
Gotcha hat.
Gotcha hat
That's
part
the
2.
shit I like about boxing is that it's like they'll rip each other's heads off, and at the end of the fight they just hug it out, and it's like because it's literally just a competition at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like by the end of the fight, you already
It's a
got
sport.
all your anger out. It was like, okay, we
Exactly.
punch each other as much as possible. Like, how could we still be mad at each
Yeah.
other?
When the announcers are talking about like how much money they're all making, that shit was a little whack, right? Like they just kept talking about how much money they're making.
How much money the announcers are making?
The announcers were talking about how much like Floyd and then Logan were respectively making over and over again. It's something weird about that. Like always talking about how you made it back to who cares. It's kind of like, then what essentially is the point of what you're doing?
Bragging rights.
I think that will eventually take a toll on the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
Just because if people are just doing it just for money and not actually like loving the sport, then that just becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, that's like an inherent, like even with the social gloves thing that's going on, it's like YouTubers just get hot heads because they're all just so egotistical. They get hot heads. They're like, oh, I'm going to go fight people. It's like, bro. And then but then some of them are just like, oh, I just want to go do it for money because there's like just
Vinny Hacker, Rylan Storms, right? Like those two posts all the time. Like
Those guys
I'm
are all
do-
so lame.
But then again, if you put it this way, right, and somebody comes to you and says, "This is the sport of boxing." You punch him in the face, he punches you in the face, but there's no money. Like I feel like the
Yeah,
money
but
part of boxing is also like,
when you
what
play
helps it.
baseball, right, and you make a shit ton of money, and people ask you about it, what is the answer that you're supposed to give so you don't come off as a dick? You go, I could be paid nothing for this. I do it because I love the sport. I do it because I love the sport.
Yeah, but that's different. Like baseball, I can fall in love with. Like I can't fall in love with getting punched in the face. Like I have to
People
fall in
love
love
the
with money.
sport. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they love the sport, but
boxing.
I feel like they wouldn't love it as much if there was no money.
Bro,
to it.
you have no idea. Do you realize that like 99% of the boxers that box make fucking nothing? They make dirt.
Because they're hoping
It's-
to make more. That's why they keep boxing. They're hoping to make.
I mean, exactly. Everyone needs to make money in life. They're trying to make their career. That's
Is that different
that's
than
the
trying to be a-
goal is to. Wait, what was it? What were you gonna say?
Is that different than being like a basketball player? Like it's not. It's a real
I don't
sport
think
that you
it's different
love.
at
It
all.
is.
I think it's the same fucking thing. People grow up boxing just like any other sport, and their main goal is to become professional and do whatever. But most professional boxings make dick. They make no money.
Yeah, I mean,
They literally make nothing. You only see
Yeah.
Mayweather and the guys that are fucking that sell fights and all that. They have to sell fights and they put on a good show, and that's what people love, and that's when you start making money.
but the money sells the show. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so big. That's why I'm saying that's why it's so
Entertainment.
loved.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Money.
But yeah, but in my opinion, the like where it's coming from, like at least these guys have like been training their whole lives. Like this is what they want. Like this is what they deserve. You just have these stupid ass YouTubers coming into a boxing ring that are all scrawny. That are all I'm just here for a check. I'm just here for a check because they're all broke.
even the
So
main
it's like,
even the main card is just like.
it's all flop.
Yeah.
Dude.
To me, it's like imagine paying to watch a fucking pickup basketball game of mediocre basketball players.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah,
who the
that's
fuck?
pretty- that's a pretty
It's
good
literally
example.
exactly what it is. It's
They're
like
gonna dance.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched Ball is Life. Luke showed me like Ball is Life, and they literally just go and play street ball, and like it's some of the best basketball that you can possibly. It's more entertaining than watching the NBA. I don't think anyone would disagree. It's literally just hoop mixtapes, but for like 20 minutes. It's awesome to watch. You don't have to pay for it, and
Some
it's
good
fucking
guys.
awesome. And they're good. They're really good basketball players. This would be like me watching Ball is Life, but with a bunch of me's playing basketball.
Yeah, but here's the part like it's interesting because like you would see these YouTubers, right, and you'd see them with their vlogs and stuff, and they're like, which you would never see them getting punched in the face, and this is where you can go see that.
True, but it's
Yeah,
not
but
even to be them getting
barely.
punched in the face. Like you could say,
No one's getting knocked out.
like imagine we went and played a street ball game.
Mm-hmm.
None of us can dunk. We're all okay shooters, and like there's just like no.
Yeah, and then we filmed it and then over publicized the fuck out of it. and
It's
we're
like come
just
watch us play mediocre JV
Come play
basketball.
at FTB.
What about like but there's events, right? Because like we got the Sidemen versus YouTubers like soccer match, right?
Those
They're
people
all
are actually cool though.
If there's a comedic
Actually
aspect,
cool.
if there's like a comedic aspect to it,
Yeah, like they actually are like entertaining and funny. Like the only thing that I want to see is Bryce Hall or Austin McBroom. I don't care who it is, get dropped. I
and
just want
that's
one.
why you pay for it.
I guess, but I'm not freaking.
That's what I'm saying. That's why somebody would go to it.
Somebody's gonna pay for it. It's not gonna be me.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting thing to think about. Like thinking,
You guys are gonna be there too.
we're gonna be there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of like I just like the Heels are going to like Miami in like 2 days.
Yeah, we just shit on the entire thing. You guys are, but no,
You already gave us the credentials.
I think like it's dope for our scene and all of that. Like
Yeah,
But we're just talking
yeah.
about like the general fact of like the boxing sport and whether it's tainting it or not.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like if other people want to get punched in the face so that we can make money, then like go for it. Like, you know,
Do it.
like go like because it.
We were at that fucking, what is it, the one boxing event at that small ass gym, and somebody just like could raise their hand and volunteer to try to get a spot to win $100,000 to box in that fight.
Exactly.
And it's what, but like, see, like we have like the great trickle down effect of like the you know, of the whole circle of life of the entertainment space. We have the trickle down effect, like of where other people make these decisions that maybe we don't necessarily agree with, but then we just get a report on them later or talk about them, and it just provides so much great talking points, so much great content.
Yeah.
and then we benefit from it.
Yeah.
Like listen to Dixie and like Charlie's podcast where they have to be the like the drama in the story. Dude, fuck
It's
that.
oh, it's like mom told me to clean my
Wait,
room
you gotta do the
today.
Dixie voice.
Like what?
The Dixie
Like
voice.
the
like,
monotone. Just
Mom,
like,
Mom told me to do my cleaning room today, and I don't really want to.
You know what?
Just hired a maid service.
Well,
So
she
we
just-
hired a maid
She just,
service.
she just didn't want to be happy that day, guys.
Like Noah bought me a Starbucks drink and just like dropped it. Charlie, can you believe it? Like, oh my
And then
god.
Charlie just rages because she didn't go buy the Charlie from Duncan. How much money? What do you think Charlie's royalty suitcase is on that? On
Dude,
that?
she's
On,
making, like,
on that drink?
It's a lot of money. You know what's even crazier is the fact that Dunkin' Donuts' stock went up so much after all the kids started buying fucking Charlie drinks.
Like what amount of money per drink per Charlie sold do you think Charlie's making?
Well, dude, let me tell you this right now. I never really ever thought about going to Dunkin' until I saw the Charlie go like popping off.
Dude, you've been going to Dunkin' like
And
what,
Spencer's
three
gone-
times a week.
Spencer's gone
So
every
this is
day
what
for
I
like the
think
last 4
the
days.
marketing scheme. I figured it out, dude. I took a marketing class in community college before I dropped out, and I'm telling you right now, I learned a few fucking things, dude. But I think it's strategy marketing. They have Charlie D'Amelio. They
Oh.
implement it into the youth, right? So they start 'em young.
Implement it.
Yeah, they get them hooked on fucking caffeine. They start the addictions, and then they just keep coming back. They keep coming back, and that's how.
Well, it's because the key to a successful business is repeat customers.
An addiction.
Repeat.
So give 'em
and
a
addiction,
bomb
yeah.
Charlie
Learn from Big Tobacco how to fucking repeat
honestly, bro.
customers and just getting people really addicted to horrible things.
Yeah. Also, Dink Jewel.
Did you say Juul?
Yeah. Jewel.
Oh yeah, the Juul was like one of the.
That's why all the high schoolers got to say, okay, now we're all vaping.
Yeah.
I wish the Juul wasn't invented.
The Jewel is
So
catastrophic for.
Remember that time when everyone was posting videos of like them tying their jewel to like a balloon and being like, "Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend."
Yeah, that's because like some kid in college, like it was like one of the first cases, like, oh, he died from vaping.
Oh yeah.
And
The thing that's always just cracked me up is that like there will literally be people like that take 25 chops a day, rip the dab rig, then go chase it with a dab cart that's probably off of fucking eBay, and then they'll go just vape like literally. People were vaping literally entire puffs a day, and then they're like, and then they'll go to the hospital. Like, oh, they had popcorn lunch, and then they're like, oh, it's from vaping. It's like, no, it's fucking not. No, it's not. It's from pulling absolute G forces on your dab rig. It's from taking just insane amounts of dab cart rips.
Yeah.
It's from taking chops. It's from all this fucking horrible shit that's going into your lungs. It's not. It's not. It's just not
If you
vaping.
guys haven't done drugs yet, like just don't do too much.
Stay the fuck away from dab carts.
Yeah.
Stay away from
Stay
chops.
the fuck away from dab carts.
Stay
That's
from
my
chops.
only advice that I could ever give any kid. It's literally ball sweat mixed with like ass juice, and that's what a dab cart essentially is. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stay away from drugs, kids.
eat ass, don't eat drugs.
Yeah. Eat ass, don't eat drugs.
2022.
I get what you mean.
More. We did. We. I feel like this team doesn't eat ass enough.
We do need to start eating more ass. I heard a lot of healthy benefits.
I mean, it definitely boosts your immune system. Big immune booster. I heard it protects against COVID. I heard that.
Why do you think I didn't get COVID this year?
I also you know what I also heard,
You and
Kai?
Chris?
You know what I also heard? If you're double vaxxed, if you're double vaxxed, you don't need to wear a condom anymore.
I heard that too.
I did hear that. Yeah.
CDC like info.
No, it was literally like
popped
I was like reading through like the fine print, and it's like double vaxxed citizens don't need to wear condoms anymore.
up. Yeah, because the nanobots sterilize your.
You've
nuts.
seen
Is that not the coolest fucking thing ever?
It is awesome.
It's literally like,
Dude,
thank God for
God.
COVID. Literally, thank God for COVID. They literally
They kill
made
your
a
sperm.
vaccine. No. The sperm just turns off now when you don't want it. So like if
Oh,
you're
it's
if you
mental.
Yeah, you
If
have
you're-
nanobots, dude. Come on.
Bluetooth is a Bluetooth technology?
Bluetooth
No, it's through
Bluetooth
AirPlay.
cum shots.
No, you gotta do it through AirPlay. I think you have to connect through AirPlay.
It's AirPlay.
There's
fuck.
nothing that hits different quite like a Bluetooth.
It's the new
cream pie.
Amazon network. They run it through there.
It's the new Amazon Mesh Sidewalk Network.
Just
We got
imagine-
3 more days to opt out, boys.
Just imagine.
You got to talk about that later.
So
will.
imagine you're getting with a girl and she goes, "Oh, do you have a condom?" And you go, "No, I don't need one. I'm double vaxxed."
And the booster, and I had the booster last week. So we're good, babe.
Yeah. It's called Bluetooth cream pie.
You go to Apple AirPlay, go no children. That's that's all you got to press, and you're
Oh,
good.
Lord.
God damn it! All right, tell us about Amazon Sidewalk Network.
Okay, so I was going through my FYP, and I've just been seeing a shitload of these TikToks of these people being like, "Have you opted out of the Amazon Sidewalk Mesh Network? If you haven't by June 18th, if you have a warrant," and just like it's like saying like if you have a warrant and all this shit. Essentially, it's like it's networking all of like the Amazon dots. And
Your hat looks
Alexas.
like Robin Hood right now.
I gotta look smart as fuck right now while I explain this. Essentially what it is a lot of all your Amazon dots and Alexas are connected, right? And so they call it Amazon like Sidewalk, and it's this massive mesh network of all of the devices connected. But what that also allows Amazon to do now is like in those privacy settings, it says that they can transfer data from like personal data from you to like law enforcement, like the government, like shit, a bunch of random shit like that. And it's kind of scary. Like if you, even though we're all being watched on our phones anyways, it's like, do you really need more devices that are continuously watching, hearing what you're saying, and all this shit? It's like I don't really care because it's not like I'm a fucking terrorist or whatever. So it's like you can go ahead and like listen on whatever I have to say. But it's just like, is it not like too much at this point where there's like literally people that can just tap into your house whenever you want and watch you walk around and talk and.
I think the funniest thing about Alexa is like I bet you Alexa is the most like I bet you that the drop off curve of Alexa from like the first week you have it to then how often you use it religiously, I bet you it's different than I bet you it has to be
drops off so much because
it has to be the worst of any household product, right? Because like you buy a dryer, you use it until the dryer fucking breaks. Alexa, you buy one, you use it for a week, and then because like Kai literally just got one, that bitch hasn't been plugged in since 3 days after.
They
you
don't
got
make it for you to use; they make it for it to listen to you. Yeah. That's the purpose.
Seriously,
that's crazy.
Because it's like you're just like you realize why the fuck am I speaking to a device to do something for me when I can literally just use my fingers in 5 seconds and hear it.
I wonder if Alexa has like I wonder if it's like smart enough to like when it sends to like Amazon databases, it has like different like folders of like what kind of stuff is happening. I bet you there's a pretty heinous sex sound folder in some Amazon warehouse somewhere.
Probably.
Just heinous, just the worst fucking. And then it's like split up into like okay, moderate, and then it's like bondage. It's just like so.
High pitched.
Yeah, you're reaching no. Yeah, it's
like some
like
dog stuff.
It's really Freddie Mercury type octaves.
How do you think like they would use it with the police though? Like would the police be like, okay, we need to check out this guy, and they'll send in
say
like
you have a warrant for your arrest, right?
Right.
The police will ask Amazon. Yeah, say you have a warrant for your arrest. The police could go to Amazon. I'm pretty sure this is how the TikTok explains it.
Yeah, Luke, if you see anything about this too, because we don't want to say anything wrong, but
and I could send you the TikTok if we want to watch it on here live. But it's like if you have like a warrant for your arrest, the police can contact Amazon and be like, blah blah blah. This is like we see this person has this device here. Can you like see if they're there? And then they can use the camera.
No.
Yeah. And like or like listen or like pick or use data that the device has picked up to like piece things together. It's really weird. It's pretty fucked up.
That
Not
is
gonna lie.
fucked up, bro. If
to
that's
me-
true, allegedly, like
to
can we
me,
get a
what
check
I'm
on that?
I don't
hearing-
even it doesn't even have to be allegedly, but it's just like
Just because like that's a huge thing to say at the same time. if that's-
To me, like if that's actually a thing, I bet you that police can already do that. I bet you that they already can.
with what?
there's certain
I-
The
privacy-
little
bet-
guns
there's
with the
certain-
little umbrella.
No,
on it.
no. I'm just saying.
certain
I'm just saying. Like
privacy
that.
They could definitely already.
But
do it.
no, I mean when you check the boxes on all that stuff, you pretty much give all those rights away.
Yeah,
so
so-
like I bet you police can already do that. I bet you it's just becoming like
No,
like
it's-
if they wanted to. I
they
just I
can
don't
do
really
it, Kyle.
think.
I think what the problem is that you're saying it's okay for them to do it through that when you're agreeing to that privacy like agreement or whatever.
Right.
And that's like where it's creating, like, obviously I feel like cops can literally, I mean, at this point, technology, they can tap into anything. They tap into people's phones all the time. They can see where they've been. Like YNW's Melly's case, they tracked his phone to, like, from cell towers. So it's like, obviously they could do it, but you're agreeing and saying that, like, this is okay. Whereas usually, like, cops can't do that. Cops can't, just because you have a warrant for your arrest, unless they have, like, a no-knock warrant to come into your house and shit like that, they can't just, like, tap into your security cameras and whatever. Like, I don't know. I think there's laws in front of that, like privacy laws that prevent them from doing that shit. Because at the end of the day, you still have your own privacy.
The only thing is that if they do have a warrant, or if you do have a warrant, then that's already thrown out. Then your rights become
a warrant for you. But like, does it come? Can they like come into your house still if they have?
Well,
they needed
well, they
warrant.
wouldn't come into your house, and then they'd get a warrant from knowing that information.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
It's to see if the person is like actually there or whatever. It collects data.
Guys, we need to make this a trend on TikTok.
I can find that TikTok.
Right? A trend of everyone taking their Amazon or their Alexa dots and just smashing it. Just fucking wrecking it and be like, fuck you.
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
Yes, and make that a trend.
Did you see anything about that, Lou?
I also saw they're doing it with like tiles too.
They're doing it with tiles. Like, wait, is that
Like
Amazon tiles
tiles.
or iPhone tiles?
Tiles, just tile.
Yeah,
Tile.
tile.
Tiles its own
Tracks your
company.
phone or like
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Like-
Oh, the thing that like people put on their keychain, and now the police are getting access to that too.
yeah.
That's
Well, I
what
mean,
the
police-
fuck,
I
man.
need
Police
some
can-
compilations of people just destroying their Alexas. That'd be so sad.
Yeah. I'm gonna go live in the woods.
And it says Sidewalk has been available for Ring Spotlight and floodlight cameras since last year, but now Amazon will vastly expand the service to include many more devices. And then it names all the echoes and stuff.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
here, I found the TikTok too.
And wait,
So they're gonna do the Ring doorbells? That's crazy.
I can send it.
Well, it's already, so it's already been for Ring doorbells.
Yeah, but did you know about that?
and it's already.
I mean,
been,
I could have just assumed.
I think a mesh network
I mean,
for
you
Ring
could- I mean,
doorbells
You
is
could assume that,
actually
like,
acceptable.
you're telling me that the police could go straight to Ring and say, "Give us the footage from this
Yes.
person's front door," and you're saying you're assuming that's been happening versus like having to
It's-
get it from the owner.
it would be inherently wrong if you didn't know that was ever happening when you signed up to get into Ring or when you got your Ring. But I can almost guarantee you without fail that when you check the I acknowledge this boxes on all those things that you do, there's something in there that like in their terms of service that says it's fine.
Yes, but like years ago, like a couple years ago, the whole thing was the government wanted access to this iPhone that this like terrorist had, but Apple refused to unlock it for them because they're like, security is the number one. We will not give up our user security. This seems like the total opposite. They're leaning into like giving this shit up to the police.
True, but when you lock your phone from Apple, that becomes your it's your privacy, right? But like some of the information in your phone from Apple, they'll give you a box that you can check that then like makes it okay for people to access that.
Yeah, but but in that case, like we don't give the access to somebody to turn on our iPhone cameras, right? Like this, like or turn on our Ring doorbells and see what's happening on the outside of it.
True, but if like you were to like just like use your iPhone and not go into any like. The only reason that like all your stuff is getting it can be monitored like that is because you're using these apps where you're saying that.
There's definitely a reason as to why we've not heard this is not completely mainstream. It's because they don't want you to know, right?
Yeah.
So therein lies something that there's something
I don't
not
think it's-
completely pure about it.
It's not that they don't want people to know. I think people are just way too like. When have you ever read a terms of service? Like nobody ever does.
Yeah, but
And then-
people read terms of service. There are people who are
But-
dedicated to doing that. Then what happened? What's in that becomes part of all the articles, and people know that that's what's going on. I don't know how.
I just think
clear
it's
it
so
was.
funny how everybody gets like, because I mean, there's gonna be people that are like worked up over it and stuff. Like people are gonna get worked up over it later, and it's like just if you're really that into it, read the terms of service before you.
First off, if you ever put money into an Amazon Alexa, you're a fucking idiot and deserve to be tracked by the police anyway. So it's like,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I just had to input that in there because it's like, why do you even care at this point? You're so stupid you bought one. So it's like, like it's just like, I mean, how dumb, how more like what how worse can your life get?
Yeah.
If you're at the point you're buying an Amazon Alexa,
Yeah,
it
like,
must be down bad.
yeah. Who uses Alexa besides like maybe the speaker mode when it's like Alexa play this, but then that bitch ain't even loud enough.
Ethan has one, and I just
Hurts
yell
so
over.
many
I
people.
just yell over at it every night and just tell it to set an alarm for me, and it's so nice because it's the only alarm I've ever had that wakes me up.
That reminds me, when Kai had his Alexa set up, I set like 40 alarms to like one of them was like, "Hey, Alexa, tell me that I'm stupid and annoying as fuck at 10:30 a.m." And then
The
Kai,
funniest one was there was one at 5 p.m. and it was a reminder to go fuck myself. And then Kai will send in the chat, "Who the fuck did this to my Alexa?" Or the best one was on the back of his car. There was something like written out, and it was just said "fuck me" in the ass.
No, it said "fuck me, I'm gay."
It's a "fuck me, I'm gay" for literally the last 2 weeks. He's been driving around, written in the dust on his car, and he didn't know about it until yesterday. So he's just been driving around with that written on his car, and it's just so funny because
I'm driving around like West Hollywood, the worst place to probably drive it, and it just says "fuck me, I'm gay" as I'm driving around town in heavy traffic with like no, it's not ideal. I don't know who did it, but I think it was Spencer actually.
Or the best thing was Spencer's balcony used to be right over Kai's car, and Spencer would eat Uncrustables and like leave like the rest of them like left, and he would just drop them on Kai's
the
car.
crust onto my car.
well, I could never finish them, and I didn't have a trash can in my room, but I saw Kai's car, so I don't know. Like, sorry. Just staring.
We're gonna eat Spencer's dog.
You're gonna eat Spencer's dog.
Yeah, well, we'll enjoy it
I need
together.
to let that dog out.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's been a great episode, guys. The live podcast.
Wait, hold on. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Fuck me, I'm gay.
All right, we're gonna stop with those.
I think it's fine.
Some stranger or
Kai's
neighbor wrote into
actually
my
gay,
car.
so it's like
Yeah.
that's why it's okay.
What were you saying? Wait, you were saying. Thank you for coming on, Spencer.
Thank you.
Oh
Spencer.
yeah, thank you guys for
Yep.
having me.
Thank you.
I didn't completely soil my previous relationship on this one, so it's
Yeah, we talked about pooping for a while. Oh, dude, you did do that last episode. That's
Not good for business.
For some reason, the editor just didn't hear one of the comments that I made, and it just slipped in, and she watched the entire podcast episode, and it's fine. Like, I'm totally over it now.
Wait. Speaking of it, have you guys ever had like an incident where like anyone that you know has like seen any of our videos that they've probably been mentioning or?
Yes, my ex-girlfriend
What's-
watched the entire. I literally like said some of the most horrendous things ever that I thought wasn't going in, and it
There
just
was
slipped
probably
out.
like 100 cuts I had to make in that fucking thing.
Don't worry, it's not Luke's fault because I talked about it. But I'm just saying, it was fun. This is great. This is fun. I love live
Yeah.
live podcasts. Are so cool.
they are cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Keeps the energy and shit.
I don't think I've
get my-
ever had a situation like that though, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
They get my dick really hard.
What about you, Kyle?
About what?
Anybody been like, oh, why'd you say that about me on a podcast? Or you know?
No, and I just really want to care.
Yeah. All right, guys.
One
cap.
of those things.
No, there's some things that you can say and be like, oh,
I've said some pretty horrendous things on this show, and I really like
With great justification, I believe.
with great with great horrendousness comes great justification.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. Our merch is available at TheSyncShop.com. A lot coming. We're leaving from Miami in a couple days, so make sure to follow us on Instagram.
Kai's
Link
gonna
down below.
fuck the biggest booty stripper I've ever seen in my
I've already
entire life.
hired- I got my guy. I got my guy Suarez down there in Miami, who's got you guys 40 hookies,
Yeah.
60 pounds of blow. You guys are set, and $100,000 in Usher cash. Usher bucks. So you guys go to the club.
Hush bucks.
Get ready.
We'll see you guys. Peace out, guys. Peace.